Hello guys, welcome back to my
Sorry guys. Welcome to Yana Conversations Takeover. My name is Perseverance Tenga and I'm taking over the Yana Conversations table tonight. Well, is it today? Tonight? Today. But before we move ahead, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And please share with I think I said it at the previous conference, your grandfather, grandmother, like your enemies, your frenemies, your friends, your uncles, the presidents, But yeah, anyway, welcome. Are you okay? Do you want to have a sip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can get rid of this, right? Yeah. Hi, Mararo.
Hi guys.
But why don't you take me seriously?
No, I'm taking you serious. What do you mean?
No, because you're laughing.
No, hi guys. I'm still here.
Not. It's about me taking the table. Well, is it me taking the table? Is that
Channel.
English? Me taking over the channel.
Yeah.
So that we can get easy, remove the serious chats and have those uncomfortable conversations with yourself, honey. Well, before we proceed, let me just open my phone.
Can I say hi
to
the people?
You did say hi.
I just said hi.
Did I introduce myself? I did. Hey, do you want me to? No, I did. No, okay, you can say hi.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
No.
Yes, welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. As you can see, I'm not running the show today. I've got my younger sister who's going to be taking over today. And yeah, I'm just here as a guest today. So yeah, the floor is yours.
Well, I would like to firstly say thank you for allowing me to, take over your platform because,
I trust you.
We're thinking more now. We're tricky.
We are cultivating something here.
You know what I mean? Okay, let's be serious. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, because I know it's not just ladies, I'm going to ask our I call her Mulamu, so don't be surprised when I say Mulamu because that's our AKA.
But why are you calling me Mulamu? Like, what?
Where did that name come from?
Came from Mulamu Moabs.
Okay, guys, sorry. excuse my laugh. I know it's a bit tricky, but okay. Can we start with the conversation with the questions? Because today it's about questions more than conversations, but I guess questions also lead to conversations, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want me to start with the easy question?
Maybe tell them why we're doing this. Why are we doing this?
Why are you laughing?
I don't think you were ready for that.
I was not, but I was like in my head, I'm going to calculate this and I'm going to tell them that the reason why we're doing this is just to create that break, and create that charisma type of casual conversations that also brings and oozes out another side of our lovely YouTube channel host and founder.
Yeah.
So, And
I think for me also, when we decided to do this, it was more of I'm always initiating the conversation.
That's correct.
So I wanted to be on the other side of the table,
Yeah.
to be asked the questions and have the conversation. So I wanted to feel what other people feel when I'm asking them the questions.
Okay, but they're not serious,
What do you mean?
They're not like hectic.
Oh yeah. It's going to be very, very light.
I think we're gonna cry.
No,
we're not gonna cry.
No, I think it's going to be very light-hearted, fun, but
as you can see, you can pick up, right? Like there's a lot of fun here. Okay, let's get to it.
Okay.
So
Start light.
Yeah. Drums rolling. Doo-goo. Okay. The beach or the bush?
Both. Can I say both?
No.
Both. Yeah. It depends on what I'm feeling for, like, during that time. So there are times, like I'm coming from the beach a couple of weeks ago.
Holiday with the hubby.
Of course. So, like, I think it depends. I love both.
Yeah.
It depends on
your mood,
what I'm feeling for at that present moment. So there are times where I want to go to the beach.
Okay.
I love the walks in the morning. Like,
At the beach?
Yes, at the beach. I love
Okay,
it.
so that's one element of going to the beach.
Yes,
that
I
you
love the walks
most.
in the morning. I love those walks with my husband in the morning. They're precious to me. I love them. And then there are times where I feel like I want to go to the bush and wake up to nature. So I want to wake up, have my tea in nature and just enjoy the beauty, you know.
And the stillness.
And the stillness. So I love that. I love the game drives as well. So like now anniversary is coming, so we've been thinking, what are we going to do? I'm like, no, I feel like I want to wake up. I want to go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I love both. So it depends on where I am at that moment when we decide on a holiday. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I think we can now hit it off. Put up the temperature.
Only. Okay.
Yeah, that was the only light one. So we're gonna turn up the heat. You know, Nando's, you have mild, you have lemon herb, then you have mild. So we're gonna go to hot, and then we'll go to extra hot. Okay. Okay, so how do you manage overextending yourself? Also,
I thought we were studying
no. This is me taking over, Lala.
Okay.
Not you.
All right.
Yeah, so let me repeat the question in case you missed it. How do you manage not overextending yourself, and when do you learn to say no?
I wasn't ready for that.
I know.
When do I learn to say no? I think...
Firstly, sorry, answer, how do you learn not to overextend yourself?
Yeah. I think I struggle with that a bit.
Yeah.
I struggle with that. I think God has called me to serve. Right?
Yeah.
And to serve in many different ways.
Yeah.
It can be in friendships, it can be to my sisters, it can be to the church, and it can be to Yana.
Yeah.
What I do with Yana, it's serving, right?
Correct.
So sometimes my personality, I'm a pleaser. Right?
Most
so I'm a
certainly.
pleaser.
Yeah.
I'm a pleaser. I want to please people. And sometimes I always have to caution myself to say, you don't have to.
But why are you so eager to please people?
Because I think I've shared this before that there are times where I lack confidence.
Yeah.
And there are times where I'm insecure. And when I indulge in those feelings, that's when I overextend myself because I want to be loved.
You want to be heard.
I want to be no, not heard, but I want to be seen. I want to be appreciated. I want to be loved. So, and it seems like the other video that I did, which was about comparison and me doing a root cause analysis, you know. So I'm learning, and I've learned that I tend to overextend myself because there's this not a hole, but there's this little hole in me that wants to be loved, and then therefore I overdo it.
But I think that's something that a lot of ministers fight.
Yeah.
I think we had a conversation the previous time, and you said that you asked your pastor the same question, and he did say that sometimes I'm going down the pulpit, I'm just like, Father God, where am I going to say to these people? You know, so I think as much as, yes, you overextend yourself, but I think it's your calling in your ministry, but also know how to balance.
Yeah.
The truth.
Because the thing is, I think it's T.D. Jakes who always says there's a reason why God created you in a certain way.
Yeah.
It always fits in perfectly with what He has called you to do.
Yeah.
And I think also my heart for people. Because I have the heart for people, then I think it was Pastor Edgar who once said, somebody who loves people, who has the heart for people, will always get hurt by people.
That's true. Yeah.
You know? So I have that thing. So I always have to remind myself, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You need to learn to say no. You need to learn to say no, I can't.
Yes.
You know. So like I overextend because I want to make you happy, and I want to make you happy, and I want to make the other person happy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I don't think you've actually ever said no, though. Even when I feel like you're overextending yourself.
It's difficult. I have to always remind myself to say, no, it's okay.
So you're working on it since your root cause analysis, that from the August, you're not alone. self-awareness journey, guys. I'm telling you, I'm a living testimony of that journey. So next year, ladies, gents, if maybe we're open to you.
We don't know about that.
We don't know about that yet, but please do join. Okay, so the second question.
Yeah.
What do you do to center yourself?
What do I do to center myself? I pray.
You pray.
I love my moments with God. And they're precious to me because I was sharing with my cousin and I said to her, when you feel like you are God's favorite child.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I feel like that most of the time because every time I'm going through something, God always sends a word for me.
That's
Not
right.
always through me, but also through other people. So what I do to always center myself is it's my time with God, my intimate time with God. It's my time of obviously that's time of prayer and time to meditate as well. And I love declarations, so I always declare who I am in Christ. There are times where, especially with Yana as well, where you feel like you're not doing enough. You could have done better in this, So I always, just have time to declare who I am in God and to remind myself of the promises that God has made specifically for Yana and what has been prophesied over my life, what I've seen also with my own eyes, of where God wants me to be. So I think for me to center myself, I always go back to God. And also I think it's also important when you are in ministry as well, or you are pursuing purpose, you always have to have people around you that you are able to talk to and say, listen, Percy, I'm not okay.
And draw from. Maybe draw that strength,
draw strength for them. Have those honest conversations with them. I always share with my cousin that, my cousin is coming in too much here. But I always say to her that it's important for me to have people that I can be honest about my feelings, because sometimes when you are pursuing purpose, you get to keep things yourself. That's why most ministers, it's either they commit suicide, even not just ministers, but people that are in the limelight as well. Most of them will commit suicide. Most of them are struggling with depression because they don't have people that they can be honest and vulnerable with and not feel judged and not feel like they are letting themselves down by being open. That's why I love open conversations. And many of you have seen. I feel like God has given me the ability to be honest about my feelings and to share it with other people without being scared that what are people gonna think. I think I'm over that.
Why do you think there's a stigma that ministers or people in the limelight or that are put in a pedestal by the community or whatever, people believe that they need to be perfect? Why do you think that stigma is around?
I don't know why
ministers?
People have that stigma, and I think also the people that are in that position also want to portray perfection. They want to portray perfection. I'm not for that. I think you've seen with Diana, we have honest conversations. I've shared my flaws. I've admitted to my own flaws, stuff like so. People in those kind of positions also want to portray perfection which is totally wrong, because for other even younger people that are looking up to you, they think you're perfect and you're not. You should be able to be vulnerable. You should be able to show people that you are human, and that's how people relate to you. People relate better with honesty. People relate better with people that are able to bear it and say, look, I'm weak in this area. Then somebody's able to say, if Muraro can be weak in this area and
so
I'm struggling with it, then I can also make it. So we shouldn't shy away from sharing our weaknesses. We all have weaknesses. Nobody is perfect. We all have our weaknesses, and we draw strength from each other by sharing. Because if I'm quiet about my struggle with comparison, I'm also depriving you your success. I'm depriving you your victory. Because through my testimony, you can also say, I can do it.
And I always say that if I was perfect, God wouldn't have a role in my life.
Exactly. Like, the word of God would not have its role in your life.
It wouldn't have a role in my life. Like, I would literally be running solo. So that takes away from the role that God needs to play in our lives. So I think I love the fact that you're so honest with yourself and you don't ooze perfection, because there's no perfect thing. The same way that you cook a meal and you like put in that spice or whatever when you know that you've kind of messed it up, but at the end of the day you can eat it, but it's not the perfect dish. So that's what life is, and that's how people are. So thank you for that answer. Okay, let's go. Let's go a bit light. I think that was a bit deep. Okay. Okay, let me find the question I actually want. No, that's a bit deep, guys. I think I have deep questions. Okay. What would you want to be in your next lifetime?
So you should have sent me these questions prior.
Yeah, you always got this stuff. You know?
What would I want to be in my next life? I think I would want to still come back as me.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think I would still want to come back as me. I'm trying to imagine somebody else that I would want to come back as, and nobody's coming. I want to come back as me.
Well, this question can be posed career-wise,
Okay, maybe we could say
be you as a black gorgeous queen. Career-wise.
Career-wise. I think career-wise, I don't think I would have. When I come back, I don't want to be in corporate.
You want to run your own thing.
I want to run my own thing. I want to run my own ministry. I want to have my own Yana empire. I want...
But don't you think we're getting there?
Slowly but surely, we're getting there. I know we'll get there. I've got big dreams. I want to own like a whole Yana... like a whole Yana complex. I want to have my own Yana auditorium. I want to have my own Yana studio. I want to have my own Yana garden. I want to have my
where
own...
we can host all
I want
picnics,
to... Whatever I want to host, I want to be able to do it at the Yana premises.
Yeah.
So if it's an amazing conference, I want to be able to do it there. If it's a picnic, I want to do it there. If it's a lunch with the ladies, I want to do it there. If it's a breakfast, I want to do it. So I want to have like an in-house Yana production, in-house Yana facility. Yes, I would love to come back in my next life. That's how I should come back.
Well, mark her words. It's not in the next lifetime. It's going to come to pass.
I still want to come back to my husband in my next life.
I
just thought I should put it out there.
The brownie points.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll still
actually, let me ask you. What?
And I still want to come back to my mom and my sisters.
And your sisters.
And my dad.
And then have me as a sister as well, right?
Yes, darling.
Well, we're talking about your husband. What drew you to him, actually? Let's ask that question.
Honestly, I think I've shared this before. Honestly, it was not even... I didn't know him.
Let me tell the story, guys. I'm joking.
Yeah, no, you can share it because you were there.
So, guys, ladies and gents, we got robbed, right? We got robbed, right? We came back home and it was Murado's property and it was just new. And then there was these guys that we thought were security guards.
Do you know that you left us outside?
No, because I was trying to protect the girls that were inside.
But why didn't you say, guys, let's go in? I
kept saying, guys, stop fighting with these people. Just come in. And then you and Ole were like, no, why are they fighting with us? And I'm like, guys, these people look dodged because I've been mugged before and I could see from red tag.
And you just left us there.
No, I'm sorry, but I think it was the plan of the Lord.
All things were working together for good.
Your good, right? Anyway, as I finish the story, so we got robbed. Well, yeah, we got robbed. So then she lost her purse, her ID, everything. It was like so traumatizing. But, we got an amazing brother-in-law. Yes. My cousin, actually. Long lost cousin.
Oh, yeah. Kind of you related to them.
Yeah, we are related. Nonetheless, then she went to, apply. And then she saw her husband. And then she came back.
He was wearing a red golf shirt. I'll never forget.
You never forget.
And I had this some hairstyle.
It was the one with the weave and at the back in jail.
And he says when he saw me, he's like, hi. This hairstyle. Hi, this hairstyle. I'm sure this person goes to clubs and, she's that girl. And can't you know, man, she's a church girl.
Church girl, like a minister. Yes. The Holy Spirit.
That's how I met him. So, what was your question? What drew me to him?
Yeah.
I won't lie. It was his looks. It was his looks. And I was like, "Ooh, honey."
Yeah, that's what you said when you got
Yes,
back.
and I got back and I'm like, Sissy, I saw, because we were staying together at the time. I was like, Sissy, I saw this guy, but I saw that he liked me and I liked him and he didn't take my number. He didn't ask for my number. Can't I know?
Can't do the
Guy is
Lord.
here.
You know, he does these things.
No, it was his looks. Then obviously when the conversation started, I realized that we can do life.
We can do life. And you're
life
doing
together.
you rolling,
I'm
approaching
rolling
4
in love,
years,
babe.
right?
Yes, honeys, we are road to 4 years.
Yes.
Road to 4 years. Yeah.
Road to 4 years of grace.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
It's been amazing, right? Okay, so let me ask you this question. I think you've seen, like, a lot of people post it, but let me ask, I've changed it a bit. If you're given the opportunity to win R1 billion and you had to call one sister, that person needs to answer the phone for you to win that 1 million.
Who would I
1
call?
billion.
That would
call?
answer.
Yes.
From my sisters.
Yes. That you know, like, if that person doesn't answer, lost, gone, can't see.
I think Bambi.
Really?
Yeah. I think Bambi, Dakar is too busy. She would miss my call.
Gosh, madam.
Yeah, she's too busy. She would miss my call. Taki's too busy also.
Yeah, Taki's global.
Taki can be absent, man.
Cairo,
yeah. So no, I don't trust her. Brenda, her network is not reliable. Like her network is, so I think Bambi. I think I would rely on Bambi to take my call. And I think I'm also saying that because, like, when we have video calls, like sister video calls with my mom, Bambi always, well, not always, but she's the one I know that would usually come in.
Yeah.
So I think she's more reliable in terms of picking up the phone.
So talking about your mom, what is one characteristic from her you would love to have?
Principles. Yeah, I think Taki also mentioned the same thing in the previous video. My mom is principled.
Yeah.
She's a woman of integrity. And she's here, man. My mom is here.
I think you also took after.
Like, my mom is here. My mom will put you to order.
Oh, mama, how?
Like, like, she will put you to order. Like, she's so principled. She's a woman of integrity. Like, her faith is solid. Her faith is in Christ is solid. She's a disciplinarian. Like, she will discipline you. You will know your place.
Skua. Disciplinarian.
Did I not say it right?
No, you did. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm congratulating you. It's English.
So yeah, she's a woman of integrity, and I love that about her.
But I think that you use the same characteristic.
Yeah.
Like, literally, hey, Mararo. Like, she literally call you out right now, and you're like,
well, it's not to everyone. It's to you guys, like my younger sisters.
Really?
Yeah, I'm blessed with so many younger sisters. Like, I always think about them. Like, besides my own, like my mother's daughters.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with so many younger sisters that are just in my, and I feel like I'm even more closer to you guys than my besties.
Yeah.
And I know, I mean, my besties, we are like far apart and all. But yeah, anyway, that was not part of the question.
No, not really. It wasn't. But nonetheless, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've asked you this question. Okay. What's one characteristic of yourself that you wish that you could change?
Change?
Or you didn't have?
I wouldn't want to change anything, but I would love to manage it well. Because I believe God creates us the way we are for a reason, right? And, well, there are tendencies we pick up along the way, which are not necessarily part of our character. It's just, little tendencies that we'll pick up along the way as we, go through life. But I think I don't have to change who I am. I just have to manage myself better. Like you were saying that I'm a disciplinarian, right? I just need to know how to do it in a way that you don't feel judged by me, you don't feel rejected, or you feel like you don't want to be close to me because I'm that kind of. So I just think
the tact, you want to find the right tact.
you understand? Like I would always tell you, because you are like also like a straight talker, and I would always say it's a good thing to have, but you need to know how you need to harness it in a way that people are able to receive it without feeling like you are talking over them, or you are judging them, or you are rebuking them,
undermining them,
or you are disrespecting them. So it's not something that you must change, because it's who you are. It is what makes sesi to be sesi. So I wouldn't want to change anything in my character. I would just want to harness it in a way that I'm happy with it, and the people around me also enjoy it, and they also benefit from it.
Oh, love that. So the next question is that what would you say to your single self? I know you're married, right? But in marriage, you're still single.
Stay away from boys.
You still say that yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
I think no, definitely. I would definitely change a lot of things, that I did when I was still single. I would definitely stay away from boys. That one, like, it's one thing I'm gonna tell my daughter: stay away from boys until the right time.
Until the right time.
In Songs of Solomon, they talk about awakening. Do not awaken the love before the right time, because this thing, it can oops my hearing. It can come with it comes with a lot of
baggage.
It comes with a lot of baggage. You lose your way, you lose your focus. Start focusing on the wrong things. You start focusing on, you put your energy on
the wrong things,
and not on yourself, and not on what God has placed in you, on your gift, your purpose, your vision, your ambition, where you want to be in your career, where you want, like, I feel like
you don't establish yourself.
You don't, because your focus is shifted.
You're establishing something else.
Exactly, which should not be awakened at that time. So I would definitely tell the single me, stay away from boys until the right time.
Are you still obviously you married?
Yeah.
Are you still single in your marriage?
I don't know if it's possible.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard people saying you must stay single.
I'm single, so, and a lot of people say you must always remain single.
I think it's the choice of words that we're using.
Okay.
I think the problem is the choice of words of saying stay single, because there's no way.
Because like two shall become one.
But I think that the conversation should be, pursue what the purpose of God in your life, because it's yours, right? Pursue the purpose of God in your. Don't lose yourself. Those are the conversations we should have. Not stay single in your marriage, because staying single means I keep to myself. I do my own thing. I make my own decisions without anybody.
Without acknowledging.
Like, you make your decisions now. You're not married. You make your decisions. You don't have to consult anybody.
Yeah.
I can't make decisions and not consult my husband. You understand?
Yeah.
I can't have Yana without the blessing of my husband.
Oh,
I can't spend certain amounts of money without the consent of my husband. So there's no way I'm single but still married. But I still know my purpose as an individual in my marriage.
Love that. So profound, hey?
Yeah.
Pearls of wisdom.
Yeah. So no, I think we need to change. That's what I'm saying. I think it's the choice of words that we're using. I don't think we should be saying stay single while married. I don't think that's possible.
Okay. Yeah. I think this is like the last or the second one.
I was there already. I was enjoying this a lot.
Really? Yeah. You have more questions? Mine. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think that you called into ministry in the context of maybe starting your own church?
Well, I don't know. Not from where I'm sitting now.
No. Yeah, that's enough. This is your ministry.
Yeah, this
is you preaching.
Yeah, this is my ministry. This is how I minister. People minister in different ways. Some people minister through song. Some people minister through preaching the word. So this is my ministry for now. I don't know where God is taking me.
Yeah.
I don't know how far God will take us.
Global.
you know, yeah, because for me, I was actually thinking about it, that it feels like from where Yana started and where Yana is right now, it's like two worlds apart, right?
So please tell us about the dream you had about Yana.
Yeah. So that dream actually happened when I was going to have my second conference, right? And I was feeling very discouraged at that time. I was feeling, because after I had, I think the first one, I mean, it was amazing. Like, God showed off. I feel like God. I feel like that first conference, God was trying to show me way and how much of how should I say this? Like, I feel like God was trying to show me where He's taking me. You know, it was like, I'm with you. You know, so I felt that, and I mean, the feedback was also truly amazing.
Yeah.
So, but obviously, with great feedback, there's also negative feedback as well that comes, and with great praise, there's also great criticism as well that come, and it mostly comes from people that don't really understand the vision.
Yeah.
You know, so the way those people that, you know, were negative about it, that were, you know, speaking badly about it, and unfortunately, I gave it attention at that time. Now I know better. But at that time, I gave it attention, and I was feeling very discouraged. I was thinking, oh my God, should I really do this?
Should you abort mission?
You know, should I abort it? Like, God, is this really what you want me to do? You know? And because, like I said earlier on, that I feel like God, when I'm going through something, God always comes through and He gives me a word. And I was glad that this time around it came directly to me, you know.
Yeah.
And I had a dream. So in this dream, I saw people, like a whole lot of people. They were lying down, injured. They were lying down, injured. And I was holding... it's a drip, right? So I was holding a drip, and I saw my mom as well in that dream. So my mom was like sitting, watching me, and I was holding that drip, and I was running around trying to help all those people, trying to heal and, you know, help them, you know, with all the injuries that they had. And when I woke up from that, I knew
that you were on
I
the
knew
right
that this was
course.
not just a dream, that this is what God is showing me, and this is what He's telling me, this is what you are called to do. And people all, I remember this week actually, a friend of mine said, Munaro, what are you really called for? And I don't hesitate. I know it's healing and restoration. God has called me for healing and restoration, and it might come in many different forms. Like, I'm learning now that it comes in many different forms.
Yeah.
At first, when I started with Yana, I thought it was just through relationships, you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm learning that it's not just about relationships. It's also about us as girls,
as women. Yeah.
You know, as women, and how we tap into our purpose, how we become meaningful in our daily lives.
And
how,
sorry to interject. Can I say that I'm a living testimony of that drip?
Yeah.
Like, literally, I didn't, and I think there was so many times where you just like, you're not going through the right course. Like, you just need to find your purpose. You need to find why you're here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you're making me tired. Literally, I'm just going with the tide. Like, literally, and I don't see myself as anything greater, because I think of the trials that I went through, you know.
Yeah.
But because you kept giving me that life-saving drip, it sustained me. And today I can say, I'm sitting here. Yes, we are sisters, but I'm sitting as a living testimony that I'm now conscious of who I am and who I've been called to be, because your drip, your testimony, and your saying, yes, God, I'm here, has saved not only me, but there's just so many other women that you've ignited. You've literally pressed play. In other, like, I don't think, if I would look at myself like today and the woman I was 5 years ago, I'm just like, I never thought I was me. And it's because of your testimony. It's because of your yes, that you have people like your sisters, you know. Sometimes people like, everyone around your circles needs to be perfect, but it's not like that. But because you took heed of the voice of God, and you're like, as much as people wanted me to abort the mission, it it was for a greater call, and I'm standing here. I would have killed myself, or or still been in depression.
Yeah.
But because you're obedient,
Yeah.
you literally gave that life-saving tool to me. So yeah, it's just seeing how God has literally brought that dream to life.
No, we're definitely evolving as Yana.
Yeah.
And, like maybe just going back to the Yana self-awareness program that we do in August. It's so liberating and it's freeing. And, when we talk about the root cause analysis, like that day, like when we had that Zoom session, I think everybody in that call was in tears. Because, it was like a reflection moment where you start to realize that I do this because of what I experienced, and that is a form of healing. That is a form of healing.
Yeah.
The message might not have come through me, but it was through the Yana platform, right?
Yeah.
And so God is growing us in an amazing way where you are growing with Yana. Like now you are speaking, you are emceeing, like I feel like God is like stretching us to say, don't limit me to just relationships.
That's right.
And I've had to embrace that because I struggled with that. I was sharing. I was sharing
cousin.
Yes, and I was saying
cousin,
and I was saying that to her that I was struggling with it to say I feel like I've lost a certain audience when I moved away from just talking about relationships only. And I struggled with that. But it was not like an intentional move away. It was God's doing.
It was
like
God's doing.
He kept like my mom always says, like
red carpet.
It's a red carpet.
Yes.
It keeps unfolding. It keeps unfolding,
Yeah.
So it's like God starts introducing all this other avenues that we can explore
into.
and tap into, and those are also other forms of healing. So I'm really grateful that I didn't stick to that, and I struggled with that. And like I said, God always brings a word. And I remember there's a lady who called me and she said, I had a dream you were carrying a baby, but you were crying about the previous baby.
Oh, I remember you told me about that dream. So it was
So now I didn't understand it, but then now when I started to, sometimes dreams are said and visions are said and you don't understand them at that time. So then, but then, as time goes on, then you start to, then it gave me that reassurance that I don't have to worry. God is not limited to a certain audience. God is not limited to a certain way of doing things. God will expand you and allow him to stretch you and
be uncomfortable.
Exactly. So
wow,
we're
growing, hey.
Definitely.
Whew, I'm even an MC, guys. A childhood dream is coming alive. Hello. Okay. I think it is the last question. Okay. What's one place in the world that you would love to live in and why?
To live in, not to visit.
No, visit is limited. Like, live in.
Okay, the one place I love is Switzerland. But I don't know if I want to live there.
Why do you love Switzerland?
It's beautiful.
Really?
Especially in winter.
You love the snow.
Yeah, I love the snow.
Yeah.
And it's one place that I always dream to go to. I love Switzerland. But to live in, I don't think I would want to stay there. I think I would want to visit and still come back to
Zanzibar for
sure.
Because it's a place to be. Yeah. Last but not least, what is that one thing people don't know about you?
Can I share two?
Yeah, you can share two.
So the one thing is I love my sleep.
No, you're lying. You're lying.
No, there's a difference. I know what you're talking about. There's a difference.
Okay.
I know I'm an early bird. I'm an early bird.
Yes.
But I also go to bed very easily. Like I sleep very easily. Like on Sundays, ne?
Yeah, Sundays I know you love.
I sleep. Like after church, like I'll sleep for a good 3 hours.
Yeah.
Of sleep. Like I'll come back, eat, couch, sleep and wake up around 6 or whatever. So I love my sleep. And also when we're driving,
I remember after your traditional wedding, I literally had to keep your husband up. I kept saying, bro, because
why were you screaming?
Because he was also falling asleep because you wait. Your weight was too much there on the steering wheel,
Yeah,
making
so-
people fall asleep.
No, I fall asleep easily.
No,
I
you
fall asleep
do.
easily.
Okay, yeah.
And the second thing is I love comedy.
Yeah, you
And
love laughing.
I love Friends. Like Renani keeps saying to me, "Why are you still watching this thing?" Because I've watched all the seasons.
I'm sure when
all
you
the
came back, you're
episodes,
just like,
and I still watch them even today. Like I'll sit here and
really?
just put on Friends, and I have a good time. So yeah, those are the two things.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had an amazing time listening to, getting to know Muraro and obviously my takeover. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, right?
Bell, yeah.
And share. Please share this episode. So yeah, stay blessed and
Thank you. Thank you,
time.
babes. Thank you so much
Love you.
for taking over. I'm back next time. But you were
Wow.
amazing. Thank you.
Really?
It was
Oh,
really
thank
amazing.
you.
So I hope you guys did enjoy. We shall definitely see you next time. Like she said, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe,
And comment.
and leave us a comment. Tell us how
And-
she was.
Yes,
Tell me if
please.
you want to see her back on the channel.
Yes, please.
I'll definitely bring her back. So just let me know.
That's if they like me.
No, I'm sure they will. Well, I like you. I'm sure they will like you as well. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we shall surely see
Wangara,
you.
you're taking over.
Oh, sorry.
I'm joking. You can finish.
Guys, see you next time. We love you. We appreciate you.
We love you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being loyal and keep being blessed and wealthy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.